Hi, everybody. My name is Khalil Jamal Ziegler. I'm the development manager here at Long Beach Forward. This is a show very similar to Hot Ones, but please do not sue us. Today, joining me is our executive director, our director of emotional support, and a certified pet campaign manager, James Suazo.
Woo! Excited to be here and eat.
Here we have our associate director, organizer extraordinaire, and personal friend to ends, Marlene Montaigne.
Woo!
And then rounding off our group, we have chair of the board, teacher of children, and quote, deadliest man with a pool noodle, Cesar Armendariz.
Woo! I want to hear about this pool noodle.
What did you
idea.
I just made that.
Oh, okay.
And helping us out, going to be delivering our wings, we have Rudy over here. He's going to be helping us out with food and making sure we don't do anything dangerous.
More like enjoying our culture.
Can't wait.
What is your track record with spicy foods?
I am baby. I don't like spicy food.
Like you go to the restaurants and they have like what number chili do you want? Like how many chilies do you want?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like -3.
Okay.
So
Wonderful.
this will be a good time.
Yeah, great.
Ecuadorians don't do spicy. So I am very, very, very nervous. I am sweaty already. I am very nervous about today. So I will likely cry, and that's okay. That's okay.
Crying's in. Crying's the
It's okay.
Yeah.
I own it.
I don't want to talk about Mad Game because then I don't want to be a wimp at the end. But I mean, I was raised eating chile a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a rite of passage in our family. And you'll ask other family members like, how much of a montañez are you? By how much heat you could take.
So where are you in the ranking in your family?
Pretty in the middle.
Oh, wow.
Since I've gotten further into my adulthood, I ate a bunch of spicy food when I was at the brewery because nothing goes better with beer than spicy foods, and it's great. I've been pushing the envelope slowly. This is going to be a really fun time. I'm super excited for the higher levels. I think it's going to be really cool. I think everybody's going to have a really chill time. You got some good questions. Going to hang out. It's going to be great. We are gathering here today to eat wings and to talk about all the wonderful things that Long Beach Forward is up to. And while we are fundraising for LB Give, we hope that when we reach out to you, if we reach out to you as individuals, you'll finding in your heart to donate. Every level of donation counts. Anything as low as $10 would be greatly appreciated at this organization.
But I'm not doing this for $10, so a little bit more would be helpful.
So yes, please donate and send help, and that'd be fantastic.
All right, y'all ready to get started?
Let's
do it.
We're gonna do this.
Let's dig in.
So which one is this
week
one?
at a time?
Yeah,
Which one is this one?
This one is the classic.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
So it's at 1800 Scoville heat units.
shouldn't be that bad at all.
How does Scoville's work?
I have no
And
idea.
who gave them the authority to give us the heat unit?
Very good questions that I don't have the answers to, but this one's pretty low on the scale. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
this is just little.
Oh,
No way. That was it?
It's a little tingly.
Yeah,
I
intro
find
to
it's
it.
pleasant.
Yeah, what's to come.
This is
I feel like if I eat wings, I'm a buffalo gal. So that's like mild because you really just like the butter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a lot of butter.
half butter.
I do love butter.
Okay, so every team has an origin story. So can you share with me how y'all got started with Long Beach Forward?
I'll start.
Yeah.
So for me, it was really in 2016. There was a lot of energy in the air that year. For me, especially with Bernie Sanders, I was really energized, as were many other people. And for me, the big question was, what can I do to actually make a difference in my community? and I decided randomly to go to a community fair at Kings Park, and Long Beach 4 had a table out there, and y'all were doing the People's Planning School, and gave me a card. I signed up, and then I started attending the school, and it was one of the most meaningful things I've ever done for my education. So I got to learn a lot about how the power structure works in Long Beach. I got to learn about the people who are in power, and then most importantly, I got to learn about other community members who are also out there doing the work. And then I just got plugged in, and from that moment on, I haven't looked back. So I'm eternally grateful for Long Beach Forward.
I actually met you once. We stopped at a picket before all of this.
It was before?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you stopped at a picket with the hotel workers.
That's right.
Yeah, you were like, I was just driving by here, and I'm gonna join your picket, and I was like, by all means, grab a picket sign.
Was that the Westin?
Yeah, for me, people thought I already worked for Long Beach Forward before I worked for Long Beach Forward. I used to work for Lane, and Lane was housed out of LB Forward. At least their Long Beach campaign was, and we had already been doing a lot of coalition work overlapping. So I had a conversation with James, and I applied to a job, and I know that's not the fanciest origin story, but that's kind of how I got here, by doing the work through our other coalition spaces beforehand.
Very similar.
I actually remember the first time way back in the day when Long Beach Forward was
still building other communities, Long Beach. I remember hearing about it when I was an undergraduate student at Cal State Long Beach, and I had no idea what it was. I was like, there's a lot of cool people here. They're talking about it. I have no idea what it actually is, which is very similar for a lot of people. But it sounded really cool. And so after I graduated in 2013 from Cal State Long Beach, I got more involved in community organizing out here, and actually through a lot through the Long Beach Coalition, and how we were at the time doing house visits with airport and convention center workers as they were trying to unionize. And so through that and through some campaign work, I got to know a lot of other people who were part of the hub at the time and building other communities and some of those groups. And when a job opened up here at Building Healthy Communities, I applied. I was organizing out in the South Bay, I think, at that point. And it was fun, but South Bay is not Long Beach. And so I wanted to come back to Long Beach and just, I had already was living in Long Beach, really fell in love with the community. And to be honest, totally didn't think I would actually get the job. And I think the rest is kind of history. So, and it's just, I love, love community organizing. It's definitely liberation work for myself and the communities that I identify with. And I think to do it with amazing people and organizations is the dream job.
I think that one of the beautiful things about Long Beach Forward is how we are able to gather people together. And it seems as though your origin stories start from outside and then you just got pulled in. And I think that's beautiful. How was the first round for y'all?
I'm Team Lee.
Easy.
Oh.
Oh, not bad. And this is the cedar smoked garlic. 7,000 SHU.
I feel that's a big jump. We went from 7,000. Yeah, I'm not.
That was a 520 jump.
We got, and it tells us these Scoville numbers. I have no idea what they actually mean, but I just see the numbers get bigger. I don't like that.
I'm not gonna lie, this one's pretty spicy. You could smell the spice.
I'm ready to get started. If y'all
What
are.
happened? What
I can
happened?
smell it.
I can just see a tear in your eye.
Y'all ready to get it started?
Yep.
All right.
We're doing this?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's delicious.
Mm-hmm. It's really spicy.
What's the question?
I just really like nature, and I think the beach is really healing. So anywhere where there's a beach or green open spaces, and even the desert, honestly. So nature.
Mhm.
You?
Me too. But yeah, this is kind of a slow burn here. It's like at first you're like, oh, I can handle this, and then it like escalates. Woo. My mouth is getting watery now. Yeah, nature for me as well. I love fishing. I don't catch very much, but I love fishing. I also enjoy playing with my kids. That's
Aw.
I know that's like almost surprising that that's a place of rest, but I think my mind is able to kind of like not stress when I'm playing with my kids. I'm just in the moment, enjoying them, their goofiness, hearing them laugh, and so that's where I charge my batteries.
Hoff's house sauce.
Oh, this one smells like
Oh.
it's really
Like-
smoked.
Woo! Woo! Okay.
This is chew.
So that was more than double than the last.
Yeah. Oh wow. We're moving up really quickly here.
You're
So-
spicing yourself.
All right. So I got the question locked and loaded.
Okay.
Okay, we're ready.
Let's just start eating.
Oh, eat it
yeah.
first? Okay.
Yeah, we're on.
I don't know if my brain's gonna work.
I'm not a mustard fan.
Oh,
Mm.
oh. It's picking up a bit.
I'm loving this so far. This is great.
I don't like this one.
One of the ones that I've recently come across is like our work-life culture within the organization. They're like, so you actually pay people to like take wellness days, and we're like, yeah. Why would you do that? So like even trying to explain to folks some of that aspect of it, and just like the different ways we like build relationships and talk about community. They seem very abstract and non-measurable, but are you okay?
Yes. May I have an orange, please? I'm good. It's mindfulness. I'm meditating right now.
That was beautiful.
So much of
Like I think on a foundational level, right? Like organizing work, and I think what we're doing, a lot of people look at it as like advocacy, right? And I think about the difference between advocacy and organizing, where advocacy we think about like, hey, we know what some of the solutions are, we're going to go out and like push for that. But organizing is about like, yes, that's important, and like it's about transforming like people's lives and actually like building community power, agency, like the idea of like, hey, even though I'm one person and I can't fight these like giant systemic things like racism, capitalism, sexism, all that, like we can do it together. And I think that's just something that's like truly like transformative. And so it's sometimes hard for people to conceptualize that unless you've like gone through that journey, right? And that's actually like one of the things I love about like what we do is like working with so many different people who are like at different parts of that journey, right? And there's not really like an end, because I think you constantly, like myself included, like you constantly change and you mature in their understanding of just life experiences. And I think especially like I always trip out when like we're in meetings or events where it's like intergenerational, right? And I think that's like some of the most amazing people I've met are like have many years on me, right? But it's just like those moments where we can connect, and like you're talking about something that like I'm going through something that like you've been like lifetimes over, right? It just feels so very full circle.
This is the calientes verde.
Oh, look, my glasses are already fogging up, y'all.
We're doing great. We're having a good time. Everybody's chilling.
It literally says it starts your tongue a tingling before subtle habanero heat warms you.
That sounds
I'm already like sniffles. Often when I'm doing like class presentations, I'll talk about one of my friends, Lauren, shout out if you're watching, who was a nurse at one of the hospitals here, and was like got super involved in like tenant organizing and housing because she is a pediatric nurse, and she was like constantly sick and tired of dealing with seeing children who had like really bad asthma. And like the more you get to know patients, the more you realize it's because of mold in their like homes and apartments, and realizing that like, hey, it's actually like really difficult for like those, especially for like a lot of substandard housing, for like that to actually get fixed by the city, and it's like part of this larger broken system. So it's like literally the version of like, you know, health isn't just in the doctor's office, but it's like all about these different things, and making that connection to be like, hey, I'm actually going to care about like proper housing and like fight for affordable housing and like healthy housing, which is like, you know, like shout out, like nurses are like huge supporters of so much work, and it's like, but for people to make that like critical connection, I think shows that like it's, you know, I think oftentimes community organizing and advocacy, you think of like, you have this like archetype of like what like the sexy version of an organizer or something, or with the megaphone and going out to the street, but it's like so much more than that, you know?
We cut in the photo of James using the microphone in this moment where he's talking.
Right, and that's surrounded by the 50 photos of me just sitting in meetings, pointing.
I don't like the sound of scorpion chilies.
Oh, it's gonna be fine.
One of the hottest in the world, in parentheses.
Trinidad scorpion chili.
Oh,
It's the parentheses, that's how they get you.
Yeah, it says things get spicy from here.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
James is
But-
already funny.
It's sunscreen.
But as soon as we get through this one, we're halfway through it. And we're almost. Oh yeah. All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Are you gonna ask the question, or you
No,
want to see it?
we're always going to eat first.
Okay. Revolutionary.
How much of that?
It's ready to kick it up.
Oh, we're good?
Mm-hmm. The habanero is like that spice.
Oh,
right
oh,
behind
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I see a little bit of that heat, but
That's
it's
not
not.
pleasant anymore.
This is. I mean, I'm still having a
You
good
were already
time.
meditating.
There's no pleasure. This is painful.
Mm.
What? I'm not getting that.
Keep chewing.
Maybe. Mm. Hit a spot?
Oh yeah. My mouth is numb. That's okay. Whew, you got this. So I want y'all to think back to your childhood and think about what's a moment in your childhood that makes you like super proud of yourself, or like, what was your proudest moment as a child?
I remember being a little tiny person. I must have been like 8. My family moved from Fillmore, California to South Central LA. And my element, up until that point, all my education had been all Spanish. And then that's when like some shady California proposition passed, or some type of policy passed that basically made bilingual education trickle out. And so I had to go from being all Spanish to completely all English the next year. And I had to learn how to read in English. And the situation was shitty, but I was able to read all the way to the 5th grade level when I was in the 3rd grade. And I was so proud of myself.
But it does speak to what you were saying, Cesar, about like the power that these students have in what they can harness in like these overwhelming situations.
And having really good teachers, too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that teacher from that year and her aide were so adamant about making it accessible for us.
Okay, you're like a realist, buddy, but you're like cool, complex. I know. I'm like, it's up here. I feel like here. Like, I'm just.
So when you were sharing your story, that was what came to my mind as well. So I think my childhood was kind of messy, but the messiest part was coming to the United States, not knowing the language, not knowing the culture, not knowing anything, feeling like I don't fit in, feeling like I don't matter, but yet, you know, I still kept going, you know. My freshman year of high school, I decided to take honors and AP classes. And I didn't know how that was going to turn out. And I did okay. And I struggled in my English honors class, but my teacher ended up she was really hard on me,
Mm.
and then she ended up giving me like a Student of the Month award at some point. So I definitely felt super proud, and so for me, the language barrier and overcoming it was huge,
Mhm. I love that.
both in community work and classroom work. I think the more we can build that sense of belonging and togetherness, I think that the better work we all do together. So.
Oh.
Watch out. Watch your.
Oh no! Oh no!
Just be careful.
Talking more about my friends to this, and usually around like August, if you follow me on social media, I usually make some posts about it. But I actually, it's a kind of a traumatic story, but then like I'll get to the happy part. And I think it took a couple years for me to realize like, oh, this was like a really transformative thing. But I actually lost my best friend in like at the end of middle school, so when we were 14, and I think to go through something like that kind of experience, my best friend, his name was Leo, and he unfortunately passed away in a car crash. And it was, a time when I think you're still like in middle school, like you're still figuring out so much, like not only about yourself, but like everywhere. And it really, that was like really a transformative summer where I was like learning a lot about myself. And it really like, I grew up in a big family, and I was like, not like unfamiliar with death, but it was like always like, kind of grow up at funerals, but you're like, you don't really know the person, and it's different when it's like, wait, that is like somebody I know there. And it really like, it was tough, and now that I've been like doing more reflection and kind of like uncovering it, I've had a lot of like really like amazing conversations with my mom, because she was like, I realized there was so much that I blocked out, and she's been like telling me stories, and she's like, you don't remember that? And I'm like, no, that's like trauma, like you blocked that stuff out, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's such a healing moment for us to also share what that experience was like. And there was a moment where she was talking about how, like, I didn't know, it didn't dawn on me that, like, yeah, y'all were so young. And it, like, I can't imagine what it's like. And I was like, I can't imagine what it's like for you as a parent to have, like, how do you console a child to go through that process, right? But I think taking away from it, like, from that moment, I really, like, to myself was like, I don't ever want to like, I want to embrace risk taking. There was so much that I feel like I've done where I really like pushed myself, because like, I can only imagine like the things Leo could have done had he like, if he was still here, right? And all the things where our paths may have like intertwined, but then also like, diverged too over time. So it's just like really taught me a lot about like, there's nothing guaranteed in this world. And there's so much that like, when I think about like the vision of like, the organizing work or like where we want to go, like I really think and hold on to that. And I feel like until you've gone through that process, right, like I do think about death and like grieving in the process a lot, right? And I think you kind of have to sometimes when it's like the realities of this world and the heaviness of it, you have to then carry that on to the vision of how things could be different. And like, hey, I want to be part of that, and I want to like be part of something different.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I'm trying to distract myself. Now my entire face.
Yeah, thanks. This is 6.
Yeah. Okay. Hawaiian. Okay.
Adobo ko.
Hello, kid.
I'm like breathing out, and it's like breathing out spice. Like, I know
It smells super sweet.
It does. It's vinegar forward. And it's supposed to make your mouth pucker. We're fundraising here for Flexible Dollars in order for folks to meet folks where they're at. We know that there are a lot of financial barriers that stop people from participating in their schools and local government. Quick question: if you had unlimited funds or zero expenses, where your home, food, and all that was paid for, what would you dedicate your time to?
Probably something similar to what I'm doing now, but more focused. I love community, like whether I would be doing it in this situation. I think it'd be more focused around the arts. I really love the arts, storytelling, drawing, painting, performative art. I think it'd be around community, but more centered around the arts.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably do more mentoring with kids. In the classroom, you do have those opportunities to mentor kids, but the time is limited. So if I had more time, I would really enjoy mentoring more kids.
James?
It's really mild.
Yeah, number 6 doesn't feel that.
Oh, you already went into number 7.
What was the question?
Carolina Reaper. I've never had a Carolina Reaper anything before, but this is nice.
It's revealing the Reaper.
Nice. Nice. I don't know about that.
Sorry.
I know you don't like
It's a
mustard.
nice
so
taste, but it's spicy as heck.
Oh my god.
I don't want to chew, but if I don't chew, it hurts in my throat.
We'll have a link in the description.
Oh my
Oh my god. It's hot.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Come on, James. Come on, James.
What's
You
the
got this.
question? Does this help? Just shove it in your mouth.
Yeah.
I probably still. Oh, that does help. Probably be organizing. But I think just. Oh, man, it's really hard to focus, huh? Yeah. It's hot. We do the air conditioning on.
The air conditioning is on. You're just hot.
Whew. I would also art would be great. Our words are really hard right now. Art would be great. Yeah, I feel like I would just want to really go in on like full creativity and just like really. Oh god, if my lens sweating. I am. I would do art and organizing. That's the fullest extent my brain can function. I'm gonna answer a question right
All right, so number 8, we're gonna do by themselves because it's the bomb insanity, and I think we're gonna need a separate.
It's called the bomb evolution.
Oh, this is evolution. It's not insanity.
No.
Oh man,
Oh man, that thing smells. This thing is reminding me of a 9th grade teacher that once made us lick hot sauce and then write a very descriptive event of it.
So just to be clear, I did this like 2 years ago. It was not like this.
This is not.
This is like.
This is
Oh,
worse.
this is the real thing.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah. I'm putting in my sick time for the next week.
I'm gonna go with him, but let me know when you're all ready. You don't have to eat the whole wing. You just gotta bite it.
Okay. I took one bite. I can't.
This is how much we care about Long Beach Forward, and this is the things that we go through to get your fundraising dollars. Every gift counts.
I love
Win.
Okay, talk before here.
I love working with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think. Sorry, the fuck.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. This is not.
This like the hotness sucks the flavor.
This is my favorite part of my job. I'm not gonna lie. This is my favorite part of my job.
I like working with people, and I love seeing like the fact that like I love campaign work. I love the rush of like we're coming together, we're having this goal and we're trying to get there. And no matter how spicy things get, no matter how heated things get, we're gonna come through it. Oh,
Me next. If I could get words out.
Oh my god.
I love the aspect of it. I love the coalition work. I love the dialogue and process. What else do I love? This is not the parts that I love because I am sweating out of my eyeballs. What else do I love? I love the campaign work and the power building. I think that's the community building seeing community members that care just a little, building that relationship and getting them plugged into the work and getting them plugged into different aspects of the work, and then becoming more and more engaged and developing them to the point where they're running some of our programming or even become part of our fellow other organizations. Also, shout out to all the interns that I've developed, because they're definitely the highlight.
Shout out to Rudy for fanning right now. And
I ate the whole wing, and that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Why would you do that? Oh, I love chicken wings. This water is not helping. James, you drink.
That was number 8.
We still have two more?
I just want to point out the jump from this to the next one is about 600,000.
Why?
Oh, why? Oh,
And it's called pucker butt.
oh,
Ready for
yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So we're eating chicken wings right now. I didn't have the conscious anymore. So we're eating chicken wings right now, and
we're post
yeah. As we take a bite of our last one. I mean, second to last one. Oh.
that sounds.
I can't feel my mouth anymore. My body's just no body at this point, y'all.
Number 9 is delicious. This pumpkin butter.
Hey, here you go. Whatever. Okay, just to answer the question, Cheetah Puffs are my
Oh.
yeah. So if you hear about me and you ever want to take care of me, just let me know your Cheetah Puffs.
Got it.
Even the chicken looks like it's struggling with number 9.
Oh, come on. No, number 9 is good. Yeah. And Diana, we got one more. We got one more left.
I'm doing more than one bite, right?
Yeah, you don't have to.
You guys notice I haven't been answering the questions lately.
That's real.
But sushi for me. Sushi's my comfort food for sure.
You fancy.
Yeah.
So they say we gotta get the sushi in now because climate change, right? And
It's hitting.
We're gonna. Sorry.
Oh no!
We're gonna add a little bit of extra on this last wing.
Why are you wearing gloves at this point?
And I want everybody, as y'all eat the wing, we're gonna give our best fundraising pitch.
Oh,
James, I'll clear off.
my snot's spicy now.
yeah, I know.
Okay. Oh, right. So, yeah, we're gonna once you're all done passing these out. Okay.
My best fundraising pitch.
Yeah, we're gonna give our best fundraising pitch as we do the last dab. Oh,
What are you doing?
I'm putting more on there.
Oh my god.
No, you weren't supposed to bite into it. You're supposed to add a little bit more.
What?
I've been into it.
That's okay.
Oh my god.
While you do that, give your best fundraising pitch, James. Tell them why they should donate to the London Forward.
Time out.
Yeah, what's the number? Yeah.
There's no number?
No.
Wait, why am I adding more to it?
Because that's what they do in Holland.
America, please donate because this work is all about making waves. And we will make waves whether there's breakwater or not. But in all seriousness, Long Beach Gives is our opportunity to really build community in a really and I think that education in the Americas and whatnot and here so forth, please donate. Help us reach our goal. We're out here. We're doing the things. And this work is all about people and those life experience. Thank you. Oh, you're the best. Oh. And please donate. You can donate at the link on the somewhere.
It'll be in the description.
And yes,
Donate.
donate today.
That's my pitch.
That's my pitch.
I could go next.
All right, you want to try your wing? Try the last dab. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have this. You go next and then speak.
Ow.
I'm not gonna be able to drive back home.
All right, give your best mark. Donate. Long Beach Gives pitch. All right.
Stand in solidarity with community as we try to make sure that community that's at the margins comes to the center and has the conversations for themselves, not because of us. Allow us to continue to build power. And see this as like one of the stands to move towards more equity and good for communities to thrive. Damn, I don't know if that even makes sense. I'm sorry. I'm so spicy.
My hurts. I can't move my lips.
All
All right.
You got this. You're the best fundraising pitch.
Not the crew laughing in the back.
All right. When Republicans are in power, people struggle. When Democrats are in power, people struggle. When the stock market goes up, people struggle. Why am I doing the Bernie Sanders hand? When the stock market goes down, people struggle. So, we live in the wealthiest country in the world, and people struggle. We have one of the highest childhood poverty rates in the developed world, if not the highest. So something's got to change. And when we really think about it, the only way things have ever changed is when people come together, and that is what I love the most about Long Beach Forward, is they bring people together and they connect them to power, they connect them to each other, they connect them to community, and then things change. And then we struggle just a little less, and just a little less, and just a little less. And then we pass on that challenge to our children so they can continue the work.
America, this work
It's hard.
is hard. This work is difficult.
But we know that
The arc of justice and other things is long. The arc of time, I forget the quote. The arc of things bends towards justice over time, and it's really long. And so,
Damn. Read that.
whether we meet our goal or not, every amount, every contribution counts, because this is our work is this is not.
Why did you try to?
Let's just stick to the first one. It's so hard.
I don't know what they're crying about. I did the last dab. This is easy. Let me tell y'all, Long Beach Gives is all about coming together and making a substantial change. Long Beach Forward has been doing it for over 10 years now, since 2010. Yeah,
Sure.
We've been making waves. We've been out here side by side with community, trying to progress toward safe and healthy Long Beach. Together with your help, with your dollars, with your time, talent, and treasure, we all can make a change. We all can make waves in the community.
I stuck with that. That was beautiful.
Can we just erase all of our other countries?
Yeah. Listen to that.
Oh man,
That was great.
these wings were delicious. I don't know what y'all were crying about.
We need to do a selfie with our tears right now.
I think one good
yeah.
photo would be great. Rudy, you wouldn't happen to have a camera to.
Oh wait,
wait, are we-
take it from there over here. That way.
Should we conclude this live stream?
Oh yeah, we should conclude this. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you'll donate. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for joining us here, and I hope that you enjoyed eating hot wings with us.
Oh god. 10 out.